we have both the captains in the center with the match referee.
Tails is the call, and tails it is. It's a good toss to win. They really need to make most of the conditions now. These are the playing 11 for the respective teams.
Ladies and gents, please stand up for the national anthems.
A lovely day. In comes the fielding side. Here come the openers.
Pace bowler into the tank.
5.
Batsman getting into position to face the first ball of the innings.
That's hit straight to the fielder.
The bowler will have to be extra careful of the line he bowls to this field. That's into the gap. Should look for 2. Wonderful fielding. That will lift the spirits of the fielding side. Batsman getting ready to face his first ball. They are calling for 2. That's poor running between the wickets.
Fielder placed at point.
That's a very loose shot at this stage of the game. They're packed one side, making the batsman go for shots like those on the other. Excellent captaincy. That's poor running between the wickets.
The bowler is bowling from his favorite end. He has found the gap. That is a boundary.
Pacer introduced from the other end.
There is a fielder at cover. That is 6. That is just magnificent batting.
Another field change. Here we go. Wonder where the next one is going to fly. Hit on the body. It's a nasty delivery. No ball called.
The bowler is bowling from his favorite end.
That is in the air and in the gap as well. Goes for 4.
He seems to have carried his form from the last match.
Edged and 4. Oh, he has got a wide range of shots. What is he going to do next? Looks like there will be a lot of slow balls coming. That is outstanding fielding. He read the length perfectly. That is a beautiful 6. No ball called by the umpire.
Well, he has got the license to go here. Crowd is going crazy.
Oh, he smashed that to the boundary. 4 runs. The bowler will have to be extra careful of the line he bowls to this field.
That is in the air and in the gap as well. Goes for 4.
Another field change.
This is scintillating batting. Wonder where the next one is going.
Glorious, absolutely glorious shot, and it runs away for 4.
It is showtime. Crowd going mad here. That is huge appeal. Bowler thinks he's got the batsman, but the umpire thinks otherwise.
Would have been frustrating having missed out on the last one. That is a beautiful shot. It's a strong area. Outstanding shot. It's a bigger boundary there.
Can he do it again? That's 4. Didn't time that well, but definitely would be pleased with the result. He seems to have carried his form from the last match.
Missed that completely.
There is a fielder at cover.
Oh, didn't have a clue about that one. He should look to get his eye in before trying something extravagant. Would have been frustrating having missed out on the last one. Oh, that's huge. It's disappeared way into the stands. They are batting well together, and that is a great partnership for the batting side.
There is no better sight than watching him bat at his best. In the air, this is 6. It's a magnificent strike. Here we go. Wonder where the next one is going to fly. That is in the air and in the gap as well. Goes for 4.
Things are really heating up, and he's getting at the bowler, letting him know exactly where he's going to put the next one.
Batsman can't find the gap, straight to the fielder.
The bowler will have to be extra careful of the line he bowls to this field. Plays and misses. He should look to get his eye in before trying something extravagant.
That is in the air and in the gap as well. Goes for 4.
He seems to have carried his form from the last match. That's gone high in the air, and that's gonna clear the boundary for 6.
Oh, he has got a wide range of shots. What is he going to do next?
He is unlucky there and once again hit straight to the fielder.
There is a fielder at extra cover.
Loud appeal and that's out.
Batsman having a chat with his partner for the DRS review and they decide against it.
Has to walk back to the pavilion.
Batsman getting ready to face his first ball. Unable to break free. Missed that completely. Would have been frustrating having missed out on the last one. Bowled in and the stumps go for a toss.
He is taking the long walk towards the pavilion. What a ball that was. He couldn't believe his luck. Excellent delivery first up.
Spinner into the action from the other end.
Fielding team can now have more than 2 fielders outside the inner circle.
They have run the first one quickly and should be looking for 2. Batsman getting ready to face his first ball. He should look to get his eye in before. We are through with the innings break and we are back live at the stadium. The umpires need keeping wickets in hand would be vital. The game is set up well.
Pace bowler into the tank.
He is arguably one of the best hitters in world cricket.
Bang into the gap for 4.
What good batting that is. Excellent shot making.
Can he do it again?
That is a superb shot of a pretty good ball.
That is a very good shot. Excellent placement and timing. He seems to have carried his form from the last match. That's hit straight to the fielder.
The bowler will have to be extra careful of the line he bowls to this field.
Good leave. There is a fielder at cover. The bowler is bowling from his favorite end. He has left that one alone.
Pacer introduced from the other end. Batsman getting ready to face his first ball.
And he helps himself to a 6.
He has picked up the length on that so early.
There is no better sight than watching him bat at his best.
Good leave. There is a fielder at cover. The bowler is bowling from his favorite end. Batsman can't find the gap. It's straight to the fielder.
Looks like there will be a lot of slow balls coming.
That is 4. Time that to perfection.
Oh, that's marvelous. Looks even better in the replay.
Here we go. Wonder where the next one is going to fly.
He is unlucky there and once again hit straight to the fielder. The bowler will have to be extra careful of the line he bowls to this field.
That's hit straight to the fielder. There is a fielder at cover. Batsman can't find the gap. It's straight to the fielder. The bowler is bowling from his favorite end.
It's nicely timed. Will only get one though. He's calling for 2. They're converting 1s into 2s and 2s into 3s here. That is excellent running. .
right up in the air, and that's a six.
He seems to have carried his form from the last match.
That's into the gap. Should look for two. They're converting ones into twos and twos into threes here. That is excellent running. He is unlucky there and once again hit straight to the fielder.
Change in bowling here. Spinner into the attack now. There is a fielder at cover. Good leave. The bowler is bowling from his favorite end.
Wide ball signaled by the umpire.
That is an aggressive field in place. I like how they're going for wickets at this stage.
Exquisite timing on that. A very well-deserved boundary there. Oh, he has got a wide range of shots. What is he going to do next?
That's hit straight to the fielder. The captain has been good with his field placements. Batsman can't find the gap. It's straight to the fielder.
He is unlucky there and once again hit straight to the fielder. He has hammered that, and that sails into the crowd for a six. Pacer
What a match this has been. It's a jam-packed stadium here today, witnessing an edge-of-the-seat thriller here. Oh, he picked up that nicely. Beautifully picked up all the way.
Well, he has got the license to go here. Crowd is going crazy.
That is six. That is just magnificent batting.
This is scintillating batting. Wonder where the next one is going. That is in the air and in the gap as well. Goes for four.
Things are really heating up and he's getting at the bowler, letting him know exactly where he's going to put the next one.
That's hit straight to the fielder. There is a fielder at cover.
He read the length perfectly. That is a beautiful six. Last ball of the innings coming up. Oh, that's huge. It's disappeared way into the stands. And that's it. A brilliant performance from the bowlers. They bowled good lines all day. In the end, the target was a little too much for the batsmen. The keeper runs away to join the team in their celebrations. They have played well and deserve the victory.
Let's congratulate our man of the match and catch him for a few words.
I felt I was in top form today, and I'm really glad I could